G'day, I'm Clive and welcome to CDP Outdoors. What I want to show you today is the Torrid Jungle Hammock in Multicam, and this is made by a company called Sword, which is the Special Operations Research and Development. And you have to excuse me looking down, I've got it all printed out so I could get it all right for you. And what they say here is it's quick to set up, lightweight and strong. The Torrid Jungle Hammock is the perfect no mess option for getting you off the ground in the Torrid Zone and warmer conditions. Measurements is 2.6 meters by 1.2 meters, and it weighs in at 300 grams, and it packs down small enough to fit in inside a utility small, and it's manufactured from 70D Zeta material with two 3 meter length 764 AMSTEEL rope at each end, and the weight rated is up to 180 kilograms. So this is the sack it comes in, and I've actually stitched a pocket on here with a elasticated end, and at the moment I've got a whoppy sling in there which I'm going to swap with the dynamo cord that's on this at the moment. But first let me show you, we've got a hole here, so when we can run one of the whoppy slings or one of the cords out of that so we don't lose the actual stuff sack. It's got a decent bit of a paracord there going to a decent toggle. I did get this out at home and I was able to get it back in the stuff sack fairly easy, but I did roll it up and fold it the way they have. Normally I'll just shove it in my stuff sack, so I'll have a go at shoving it in or stuffing it in, see if we can make it fit that way. So here's the dynamo rope they're using. And already there's one thing I am going to change. It's just a piece of rope, or the dynamo rope, with a bowler knot, looks like, at this end, which will pass the knot through, which will cinch the end of the hammock together. And then you'll take the other end, wrap it around the tree and pull it as tight as you need it, and then tie the knots. Now I'm going to replace that now with one of the whoppy slings, but I'm not going to waste this strap. I'm actually going to turn this into a whoppy string, and then I'll put it back on the hammock. At the moment it's 3 meters in length, but once I've turned it into a whoppy sling it will be probably closer to the 2 meters or 2.5 meters. Okay, what I've done is taken the cord that came with it out, which I'll modify into a whoppy sling, and then I'll install it back on the hammock. But for today I've put a whoppy sling I've got on each end, which I made myself. The stitching, it looks pretty decent. A load of reinforcement stitching on the corners here, which is where most of the strain is going to be. A nice multicam, and you can see the ripstop in the material. And this is really for survival situations, emergencies, and weighing only 300 grams, you can throw that in the bottom of your pouch and just throw it where you need it, or even in your car. And I'll be straight with you, I bought this myself from Survival Supplies Australia, which is starting to hear more of my videos because they do some great gear there, and they're a good company to buy from. And they have an online site, so you go online and have a look, and I'll put a link down below to their channel or to their website. So wait until the end of the video first, then go and have a look. But like I said, with the two straps that came with it, they're 3 metre length, I'm going to turn them actually into whoppie slings and then put them back on, and then these will be my spares again. And one thing I do always advise is use some tree straps. Yeah, in emergency, using your normal Dyneema line, that'll keep you off the ground, it'll keep you away from all the creepy crawlers, and on the warm days it will also give you a nice cool breeze that blows below you. One thing I will invest in is a lightweight set of tree straps to go with this also, to make a nice little set. So what we'll do now is I'll go over to a couple of trees and I'll show you it actually up and how easy it is to put it up with just adding this and the whoppie sling. No tying knots. Okay, now I've got it up, let's give you a little bit of a close-up. As you can see, I've just using some tree straps I've already got, which don't come with the hammock. I've added a whoppie sling which I've made myself. They do provide the Dyneema cord, but it's not made into a whoppie sling. It's just got a bowline on one end which will run your cords through around the tree and tie a knot, which in an emergency, yeah, that's great, no problem with that. Got a gathered end, some good reinforcement boxing on each end where the whoppie sling goes through, and again going back up to the other tree strap I've got. We have single stitching going down the side here, but it's very clean stitching all the way down on both sides. I don't know if you can see the actual squares on that, the ripstop nylon. When I just got in it and tried it, I was quite surprised. I was expecting it to be quite cramped, but you can get a decent lay in it actually. So for the size and for what it is, it's really comfortable. Now I'm only judging this on itself, I'm not comparing it to any other hammock I've got or any other hammock I've used. But this is a standalone for the price you pay for it, and it is good, it's comfortable. Just you need to learn or play around with getting the angles of your ropes going to the trees, but once you get used to doing that, I can't see why 3 or 4 nights in this is going to be a bother. The actual feeling of the material the hammock's made out of it's rather good. It's not the softest, but it does feel real durable, but it is still comfortable to lay on. Just feel the gentle breeze coming underneath. So it's not as thin as some of the hammocks I've got. I know I said I wasn't going to compare, but I have to with that, because some of the hammocks you can feel the lightest breeze come straight through. So you are getting your gentle breeze, but not enough to make you feel cold. You know, not the tallest of people, but I've got a good flat lay here. Now, is this something I'd recommend without hesitation for what it is and how much you pay for it? I'd recommend it. I would. It's the sort of thing you'd throw either in your car or in your day pack, or even if you're just going to do 2 or 3 nights out. This would do. And for the guys who do the stealth camping, it would definitely do with the camo. Really, really nice camo. I like that. Or I like this, should I say. I actually put it next to the Tasmanian Tiger camo, and it's very, very similar. So will I be using this skin? Definitely, yes I will. No hesitation. I've actually got the small pouch which I'm going to transfer it into, so I can actually carry it on the outside of my pack. But like I said, this is from a company called Sword, and their suppliers are the Survival Supplies Australia. So like I said, after the video, go and have a look. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have and you are not already a subscriber, please go down below and hit on the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it, so you can be notified of all future videos. And if you are a subscriber, I thank you very much. So if you're after a lightweight hammock for emergencies or your day pack, this is one to consider. So until next time, get out there, have some fun, and take care. I'm going to relax.